everybody. We're gonna be making a delicious gourmet grilled cheese sandwich. And this is not the grilled cheese sandwich you grew up with the plastic cheese that was in the plastic wrap. This is gonna be a delicious gourmet grilled cheese sandwich. This is what you need to make it. We got some good quality white farmhouse cheddar cheese, 6 slices of bread to make 3 sandwiches with, some Dijon mustard, any brand will do, a couple of Granny Smith apples that we're gonna peel and slice really thin, a couple of slices of really crispy bacon, and of course some real butter that we're gonna use to cook the sandwiches in. Okay, so we're gonna start off by slicing the cheese into about 1/2-inch slices using a 24-month aged Wisconsin white cheddar. You can use any kind of cheese that you like, just don't use any kind of cheese that is wrapped individually sliced in plastic, because that will just make your sandwich like a kid's sandwich, and you want this to be a really good quality sandwich. So the cheese is all cut up, and we're gonna put this off to the side until we're ready to assemble. And now we are gonna peel and slice our Granny Smith apples. Okay. Since we're only making 3 sandwiches, we are only going to have to use 1 Granny Smith apple. A Granny Smith apple in a sandwich, you're gonna have to slice it really thin because you don't wanna get a huge hunk of apple in your mouth when you're trying to bite a sandwich. So we're just gonna peel this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, this is just about good enough, and I am not even gonna bother to core it because I have a little trick for cutting my apple off at the side, and just make little slices like that. And then when I get close to the core, I just turn it around and start making more little slices. So this way I don't have to worry about coring the apple. Now I turn it around again, same thing. And this is actually gonna be way more slices than I need, so my kids are gonna have a little snack before dinner. There we go, that's just about got a little piece of the bottom there. And now we are done with our apple slices. So I'm gonna put this on the plate because we are gonna get a little assembly line ready for our grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm sure you've all heard of Rachel Ray, and she gave me the idea to keep a garbage bowl on the counter so that you can just throw your garbage right here and I don't have to walk all the way over here to our garbage can, way over here. And now we're gonna start melting the butter. I'm gonna turn the stove on to medium high. And this is about a tablespoon of butter that will be good for 2 sandwiches. That's melting, we're gonna assemble 2 of our sandwiches. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna spread some mustard on the slices of bread. I don't like the little watery part of the mustard, so I always squirt the first few squirts into there. So there is mustard on 2 of the sandwiches, not too much, and then we just spread it across the bread so it gets evenly spread out. See, not too much, we just want a little taste of the Dijon mustard. And put that off to the side. Then next we put lots of this good cheddar cheese on the sandwich. And see how it fits perfectly on the bread. 1, 2, 3. Oop, that's a little one, so we're gonna put a little bit more on. And I always like to put a little extra on the top. Okay, so we got our mustard and our cheese. Next comes our apple slices. And they go right on top of the cheese. And there we go, another one right on top of the cheese. These are gonna be so delicious. And now we got our bacon. I'm gonna use 1 slice of crispy bacon on each sandwich, but I'm gonna break it in half so it's a little bit more evenly distributed. All right, there we go, another one in half. And then you press the second piece of bread down on the sandwich. And now we are ready to go put it in the hot pan. And now it looks like the butter is beautifully melted. Okay, we're gonna give the butter a little swirl so it's evenly coated on the pan. And we're gonna put our sandwiches in, just like that. And now I'm gonna show you my little trick for making sure that both sides are evenly golden. I'm gonna get a spatula Okay, first you're gonna do is you're gonna keep pressing them down because you wanna make sure that the sandwiches get melted all the way through. And then, this is my trick, I'm gonna take the butter and I'm gonna spread it on top of the bread over here so that when we flip the pan, it's gonna be already buttered and we won't have to put more butter in the pan. So this is actually not melted very well, but this will work. Nobody ever complained about too much butter on their grilled cheese sandwich. And now we'll go to the other one. So between the butter that's still left in the pan and the butter on the bread, these are gonna be beautifully toasted. And they are gonna be so good. These are the best grilled cheese sandwiches you've ever had. Okay, now let's give them another pat down. And I'm gonna lower the temperature just a little bit to medium. And just give them a little shake so the brown butter gets all over. And now we're just gonna give them about 2 more minutes on this side so they get nice and toasty and all the cheese melts, and they are gonna be so good. We're gonna flip them over in about 2 minutes. Oh, I wish you could smell it in here. They are ready to be turned over. It smells like butter, and oh, these are perfectly toasted. They are crispy and buttery, and oh, lost a little piece of bacon there. That's okay, we'll just put it back in there. Get that bread back on, and there we go. Continue to press it down, and then I like to turn it around in the pan so it gets all the butter from before. And we'll just continue to press it down, and then it needs about another 1.5 minutes in the toaster, and then we are gonna have the most delicious grilled cheese sandwich you have ever had. It looks like they are perfectly ready, so I'm gonna see, you can see underneath. Oh, look at that, those are perfect with the cheese gooing out. So we're gonna take these over here and get them ready to serve up. We can take that off the heat. Okay, now we're ready to cut these in half and give it a taste. You always have to cut grilled cheese in a triangle. Look at that. That is so perfect. You got the grilled gooey cheese and the apple and the bacon. This is gonna be so good. I'm gonna taste this right now. Did you hear that crunch? That's the crunch of the bacon and the crispy part of the bread. And you get the tanginess of the mustard and the smokiness of the bacon, sweetness of the apple, the creaminess of the cheese. You have every single flavor you could possibly want in this one bite. This is the best sandwich in the world. I don't know how anybody could not like this sandwich. So I suggest you go out and make this delicious sandwich. It is easy to make. You saw it took me 5 minutes to put together, and even a kid could do it. So enjoy.